Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And away we go in Cincinnati. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. May will throw to get us started here. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. Picked up by Dax Hill. And the Bengals are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Oh, baby, this stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock, but that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd, especially as a quarterback. It's your job to quiet that home crowd, but an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field, looking for an early lead.
11 MT.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Call it a gain of 2, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 1.
11 MT. Here we go. Got.
Burrow from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Got.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
Well, that throw just got away from the quarterback a little bit. I'll tell you this. I do love the escapability. I mean, it is such a key in today's game of football, really at any level. Some tough circumstances, though, to try and complete that one down the field.
And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards. Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And on 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Butker knocks it through. And that will get them on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively. Right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you. defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Here we go.
Back to the air. It's May. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
He'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Patriots will have a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Ball at the 33 for first down. May now. He's on the move. Over to Douglas on the sideline, caught. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, short of the 15. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Gibson here from the gun. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Operating from the gun, here's May. This one's caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
From the gun, it's May. Buys time, rolling right. And he brings it in for a New England touchdown. The Patriots pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. He's found room past the 50. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
Ready?
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Brown on the carry. And they'll get him down at the 7-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
On 1, ready? Here we go.
Now a give. It's Brown headed right. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. He's got it. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals push their lead to 3. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. May now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's 3rd and short. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Along the perimeter he goes, crossing the 45. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Let's go.
May on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. May looking to throw. He puts some air under this one. Deep right. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen.
It's one of those areas where a QB took a risk and he nearly paid for it in the costliest way imaginable. You don't just lob it into the end zone unless you're sure your guy can go up and get it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
70 Lions.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled for a short gain. Give him 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 4th down and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
A lot of room they need here. It's 4th and a long 8. Trying to throw for it with May. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's taken down at the 30. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is May. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Another carry for him. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. We're through 1 quarter of this. All right, time to get this 2nd quarter going. The Patriots set up inside the red zone. They give it to him up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Here's May, 3rd and goal. Flush down now to his left. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. And the Bengals are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice. Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays. Because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
He'll throw it from his own end zone. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Robert Spillane has it. Backed up on their own goal line, Brock. A little bit surprising to see them decide to throw for it there.
Yeah, a bunch of trust thrown their way by this staff to call a pass play in that situation. You know, and you'll hear coaches say this, Kate. You got to play fast, but never in a hurry. He was hurried right there, and it certainly led to the INT.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Go. The give now out of the shotgun. And he's got them down at the doorstep inside the 5. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
Here we go, set. Moving like team.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. May throwing for it. And they will score. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots parlay the interception into points. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots take a 4-point lead. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 35 out of that one. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. Got a man, it's Gesicki. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Going after, up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals push their lead to 3. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Sent to the ground by Josh Newton. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Here's made in the air. We've got a screen to the running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Patriots punt team coming out to the former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. Takes it in at the 26. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. Found his way through most of the kicking team. He picked up 25 on that return. And it'll be Bengals football.
Here we go.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
That's complete. Here's Brown. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here we go.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12.
Burrow out of the shotgun. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10.
Gun.
Running it after the penalty. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
11.
Here's 2nd and 11. Chased out to his right. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. The Bengals hoping to grow their lead before halftime.
On one, ready?
5 men in the secondary for the Pats. Third down. Burrow from the gun. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals grow their lead just before halftime. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals make it a 10-point ball game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Back to the air. It's May. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. It looked like it was going to be picked there.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To throw, here's May. He's going deep this time. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. Another punt coming up. Bryce Behringer to do the honors again. Fields this clean at the 30. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they'll get ready to go on offense.
On one, ready?
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He puts some juice on a deep throw. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Kyle Dever makes the play. And the Patriots are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
He's got it deep downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Patriots make it a 1-score game before halftime. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him.
On 2, ready?
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Eleven, 12, 11 MT, 11 MT. That?
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's trying to go deep again. He's got it at the 30. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals grow their lead just before halftime. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals make it a 10-point ball game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. May now. Dump off caught by his back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. May on 1st and 10. Diggs there to bring it in. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a New England first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Bengals will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11. That?
From the red zone now. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals take a 3-possession lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. He's back to throw. Forced out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. On the return, here's Jones. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half, and that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
A carry by Brooks to start the drive. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On second down, it's Brooks. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They gained 14 on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Let's get set. John.
First down, and they go right back to him. Another big rip for him. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Going jumbo set on this first and goal.
Here we go.
Here he goes on the bootleg. Bails out of the pocket quick. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals grow the lead coming out of halftime. McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals make it a 24-point ball game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's May. Escapes the pocket.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's second and inches.
Let's go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. He lobs it deep middle. He's got it inside the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll run here from the gun. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. May now from the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. Complete, it's Cooper. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
May now to throw on 3rd. This will be caught by Cooper. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
They'll run for this, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
Well, I know everybody on that offensive side of the ball appreciates that kind of effort. Got it by more than just a couple of inches. In fact, no need for a measurement on that as they move the chains.
First down throw for May. Headed out right. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, New England. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
So the Patriots leaving the offense out there. Look at this. They want 2 more here. Escapes out to the left. And he's in. The 2-point try cuts this lead to 16. That makes this a 2-score game. All right, partner, it is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown and that conversion drop us back down to a 2-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate, just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again, and again, and again. But all I know, time may not be on their side, but they did gain just a little bit of momentum.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go. Shot.
They'll try it right with Brown. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. That was Harold Landry making the tackle. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come
11,
up 2nd and 8.
11. Gun. Shot.
From the 32. He throws a bullet to the center. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals make it a 3-possession game. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals stretch the lead to 23. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
19 right. Let's go now.
From the gun, it's May. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here we go, set!
Running for the marker on second. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Back to the well again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. On play action, here's May. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Let's go!
They'll try and punch it in. We'll take it in. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Patriots offense staying out there, lining up and going for 2 yet again. He's throwing for it. Buying some time right. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. On the return, here's Jones. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Shot!
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Let's get set. Shot!
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. And the Patriots going with the dime set for this 3rd down call.
Shot!
Burrow from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 11 MT, Tate. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Shot!
Burrow out of the shotgun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. We've reached the end of 3.
On one, ready?
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Stop.
On first down, here's Burrow. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Stop.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Completed over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
On one, ready?
And they've got themselves another first and 10.
Stop.
Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal.
Gun. Stop.
Play action now. Burrow. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Running the toss here to Brooks. And he'll go out, no gain on the run. Just not quite enough to break the play, and now it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Stop.
On 3rd and goal, here's Burrow. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Made a throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's 2nd down. Back to the air. It's May. On the move, headed right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. From his own end zone on 3rd and long. And they pick him off again. Jordan Battle with the INT. And the Bengals will take over as he records his first interception of our season. The moment you see them look to pass from this close to their own goal line, Brock, it is that defense's goal to hurry him and force a mistake just like that.
Yeah, those guys, they're so sneaky on the back end, Kate. They know the clock is being sped up. They know that the quarterback can feel those footsteps and thinking about a safety, and those defenders just wait for that rush throw, and then they step in, they deliver, and they take the ball away.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11, MT, Tate. 11, Shot.
Brown on the inside give. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
They'll run again with Brown. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an All-Pro, you stick someone like that.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Bengals keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. In 1943 to Drew Brees in 2015. We've had 8 quarterbacks throw 7 touchdowns in one game, and now we have a 9th who's accomplished that feat as his dominance over this defense continues. That's up and through for the point after. And the Bengals continue piling onto this lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He tucks it and takes off. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a New England 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's May. Diggs there to bring it in. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Shot.
Now a give. It's Brown headed right. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, or maybe a little bit of both, Kate, but look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
On 1, ready?
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Gun. Shot.
Here's Brown again. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long.
Here we go. Shot.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Cut out left. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And the Pats will take over. May on 1st and 10. He'll get this to Henry. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Patriots will have a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Patriots trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st down throw for May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Trying to push it deep downfield. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
3rd and long for him here. Completed to his running back. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
They connect for the 1st. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Going play action, May. Flushed out of the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a New England 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
He's on the move. He's running with it. He'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
And he'll be just inside the 10 before he goes out. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Buys time, rolling right. And they will score. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots get it back to within 2 possessions. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
The Patriots elected to go for 2 again. They'll try it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. That's going to cut 2 more off that lead. Defense perhaps a little too worried about the pass there, partner, and as a result, they're able to run it in for 2.
It really becomes a numbers game down here. And you see a lot of teams employ this, right? If there's numbers there against the pass, we're going to be committed to running. If they stack the box, we got to be willing to throw it. In this case, it was a numbers advantage and the simplest path for 2 points.
Good looking return here, and he's got room. He's at the 30. And they finally bring him down after a huge return into their territory.
We know this is the ticket to the field for a whole lot of rookie special teams. It's something that teams every year look for in the draft. And with the new rules, well, maybe even that much more. These super athletes who can electrify on returns and turn the smallest lane into one of the biggest plays of the game.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's get set.
Straight ahead they go with Piron. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
So in the jungle, the Bengals take the win. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. So for Brock Ewart, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.